Hamster food mixes that contain lentils or split peas feel like they've got healthy ingredients, but they could be harming your hamster over time. Raw lentils and split peas are actually toxic to hamsters, and humans as well. They contain lectins. These are the chemicals that are made by legumes and pulses to stop predators eating them. Talk about plant drama. There are a few different types of lectins. The one that we care about in this instance is called phytohaemagglutinin. And yes, I worked quite hard to say that. From here on out, we're just going to call it PHA to save all of us. PHA is the same compound that's found in red kidney beans, which are super toxic to hamsters. Lentils do contain less of it, but there's still enough PHA in there to cause damage if they're fed regularly. If lentils or split peas are properly cooked, usually that means they have to be boiled for about 10 minutes, then that destroys the lectin and makes it safe for them. This is why pea flakes are safe, because they're cooked and then squashed and then dried. But a surprising number of hamster foods include raw lentils or split peas, and that's where things get sketchy. Now let's get real about what this actually does to your hamster. They're not going to drop dead from a single lentil, but even one lentil will put stress on their body. The biggest risk comes from repeated exposure, like where they get lentils in a daily food mix. Let's break down the science. I want you to know what we're really dealing with. I'm going to explain it as we go along. PHA is something called a mitogen. Mitogen is a chemical that tells certain immune cells, called lymphocytes, to start multiplying. Lymphocytes are a type of white blood cell that usually multiply when the body is under attack, say from a virus or bacteria. But if they're constantly triggered over time, then it can increase the risk of problems, like immune overdrive or even some forms of blood cancer. Phytohaemagglutinin also triggers histamine release from mast cells. Mast cells are white blood cells that live in the connective tissues near to things like blood vessels and nerves. They control swelling, inflammation, and allergic responses. One of the studies that I looked at showed that hamster mast cells release histamine just from exposure to PHA. It didn't need any other trigger. So what that means is that even a little tiny bit of this stuff causes the immune response to kick off in a big way. So even if your hamster seems fine, their immune system is constantly fighting when they're exposed to phytohaemagglutinin. Now let's talk about long-term exposure, because what happens here is that if lentils are in your hamster's daily food mix and they're eating a little bit every day, PHA actually sticks to the wall of their small intestine. The small intestine is where your hamster absorbs nutrients from their food. So when PHA is stuck there, the hamster's gut isn't absorbing nutrients from any of their other food sources. After a few days, this can cause weight loss, dull fur, or just a general fur, which I'm told is the scientific term for lethargy. So when this keeps happening, the body panics and it sends a signal to the pancreas, and it kind of goes, we've got all this food coming in, but we're not getting nutrients. Like, we need you to make more digestive enzymes to help us take nutrients from the food. And that causes the pancreas to grow and become inflamed, which can, over a long period of time, cause pancreatitis and a few other issues as well. Meanwhile, your hamster's liver and kidneys are trying really, really hard to process the toxins and expel them from your hamster's body. That's what liver and kidneys are supposed to do. But over time, when they're having to do this all the time, it's causing a lot of stress on the hamster's body. Over time, overworked organs like the liver and kidney can cause things like fatty liver disease and kidney disease too. So while a single lentil or split pea isn't going to harm your hamster instantly, we know that it is far from safe. Some hamsters might tolerate it better than others, but over time, it's just not a good option. Multiple studies show signs of toxicity, inflammation, and nutrient blocking. It's just not worth the risk. If lentils or split peas are included, they should be fully cooked, but in most instances it's better to just leave them out altogether. I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive. You'll find links to the scientific journals that I mentioned and the journals that I used to create this piece down in the description, so feel free to go and check the sources yourself. Let me know in the comments if there are any other ingredients that you'd like me to deep dive into, or any other myths that you kind of want me to investigate next. I'm more than happy to go digging.
Phytohaemagglutinin.
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 Phytohaemagglutinin. Let me know in the ingredients if there are no. Let me know in the comments if there are any other ingredients. Let me know in the comments if there are any other no. Why do I keep saying this? Let me know in the comments if there are any other ingredients that you'd like me to deep dive into.